Hey, you guys, Vanity V here. Let's have a really real conversation about Chrisean and Blueface. And I can't believe that I'm continuing to cover this, but I am actually really disturbed by it. And I didn't think it could get worse. However, the fact that, there's now a baby involved, and, Blueface has other kids. This is Chrisean's first baby. He has, I want to say, at least one or two kids with Jaden, the other young lady in this love triangle. But this is their first child, with Blueface and Chrisean. And there's so many different things to unpack here, you guys. There's so many things that are problematic. And I want to be careful when I talk about this because there's a deeper issue involved. And it makes me sad to say this, but somebody needs to, and when I say somebody, I'm referring to CPS, not even a family member, because we have seen how the family members on both sides behave. There's so many troubling things about Blueface's mom, his brother. I'm not sure about her family situation. From what I understand, her family isn't as supportive. I don't know her mom and dad to be in the picture, so I'm not even sure that she has family that can step in at this point. So when I say someone needs to take that baby, I'm referring to CPS, unfortunately. I don't say that lightly, but hear me out. So quite often when we're dealing with children, and I know of a lot of different situations where the system has failed children, right? And a lot of times the court systems don't get involved until it's too late. That is what is really discouraging about the court systems in general. Sometimes you go and file emergency this or emergency that, and the court doesn't take things seriously. They're not proactive. They're very much reactive. And so that is what is disheartening about this, because as we sit and watch, literally the demise of Blueface and Chrisean, it's been happening for months, over a year at this point. I'm not sure when this fiasco started. But now again, and when we talk about a baby, we're talking about a brand new baby. This young man, Chrisean Jr., I don't even think he's 3 weeks yet. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say this sweet baby was born 2 weeks ago. Max 3. I think 3 is pushing it. But the reasons why I say this is because now, it is Monday, it is September 25th, and now we are seeing over the weekend more stuff has happened. But I think what is scariest to me, and I'm going to get to what happened with his hernia and the picture that leaked. We're going to talk about that too. But what is really, really scary to me is that it's the physical abuse aspect of all of this. I don't believe that parents that have beaten the shit out of each other, have beaten the pulp out of each other, that are constantly black eyes and all of these things, I personally think they should have taken this baby away from her when she had it. Okay? I'm not even talking about the cheating. People cheat every day, so I'm not even going to get into that. But the physical abuse aspect of it, what do you think is in this baby's future if they're beating each other up? You know what I'm saying? It's the obvious that the likelihood of them beating this child is high. But then also children, they are sponges, and when they see things, a lot of times as they move, forward in their lives, they reenact things, and they're often tend to be behavioral issues, and it's just the reality of it. Of course we don't want to, manifest this into this, to the baby's life, but it is what it is. We have to, take it for what it is and, make adjustments and fix things, moving forward. So we have the physical abuse aspect, right, that we were dealing with far before the baby came to the picture. And then, what I don't like the way he talks about her. I was listening to his live. He did a live where he was kind of talking about, the way she was acting towards him before they had a baby. And he was saying he wanted to try to keep the relationship together. She wanted to, work and all of these things. And he calls her the B word he refers to her as the B. I don't even think he said her name. And so I'm not going to sit here and act holier than thou and act like I never used the B word, or, you know, playing around with my friends, whatever, sometimes. Like, but I tell you this, my boyfriend, I'm in a relationship, he's not going to call me that. He's not going to, like, he refers to her as the B word. Like, he called her, he literally was like, he was calling her that as if that was her name. Instead of saying Chrisean, he was saying that. So that's one thing, right? And again, you guys don't mistake me like coming at him right now for me saying that she's not trash too, because she is. So it's just the way that they talk to each other, the abusiveness of it. He's, you know, he gets stabbed. It's always something. You know what I'm saying? It's always something. And then let's fast forward to 2-3 weeks ago when she had the baby. We all know, okay, anybody who's had a child, whether you're a man or you're a woman, if you're the father or the mother, if you've had a child, and usually if you haven't had a child, common sense tells you, why are you in the streets? Why are you in the streets with this newborn baby? And today is different. My daughter is 9 years old. I have a 9-year-old daughter. She's in the 4th grade. Today's different than 9 years ago. And when I say different, it's worse because we're living in like the post-COVID era. But like, COVID hasn't even gone away because, you know, we're on the uptick now. People are getting, I know people right now with COVID. So it's our new normal. Like, we have to realize that COVID's here, and in some form or fashion, we're going to be dealing with that. So knowing that you have this baby that is not even a month old, I'm trying to think the first shots that my daughter had. I forget. I would have to Google it. I'm not even sure if the babies had their first shots yet. I know within 6 weeks she had her first shots, but, you know, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. The baby's immune system is non-existent. So you got the baby all over, I'm sure, flying everywhere with germs and sneezes and coughs and everything else. People get strep throat. It's all kind of stuff that's going around right now. And as we enter these fall and winter months, we know traditionally people get sicker when it's cold outside. So you just have no regard for the safety and the health and the well-being of this kid. So then we touched on the physical abuse. We touched on the verbal abuse, and now you're not taking care of the baby, you know, and the baby's health. You got the baby around everybody. You're making a mockery, putting the baby online every chance you get. It's unbearable to watch. Then a few days ago, we saw her in Walmart. She is not holding the baby's head up. We all know babies traditionally can't start holding their head up till 2, 3, and 4, and 5 months. You know, every baby's different, but usually before 2 months, there's no baby that can hold their head up on their own. The baby's head, the baby can get hurt like this. She's in Walmart, you know, then she gets mad because somebody videotapes her, and she's like, you know, sis, you should have came and, you know, helped me instead of videotaping me. And I agree with that. However, Chrisean, you like try to beat everybody up. So who's going to come up to you to help, to try to give you advice when they know your temperament? I'm much older than her, right? If I had seen her in Walmart, I don't know if I would have. I would think that I would have came up to her, and I have a good way of approaching things. So I might have, you know, how you doing? You know, let me, you know, I know who you are. I know, you know, you're lovely, but can I just show you something? I probably would have approached it like that, and maybe she would have received it. I don't know. Maybe she would have tried to fight me. The point is, you're not approachable, Chrisean. So I do understand as a new mother, when I had my daughter, we're all learning. We get it. We're giving you grace on that. But it's like, how much grace before somebody steps in? Because again, you're dealing with a newborn who cannot take care of themselves. And it's hard for us to take care of ourselves. So it's like, if you're not going to be responsible and really buckle down and start reading and start learning and start looking up stuff, you know, YouTube is amazing. You can learn to do anything. YouTube, how to be a mother. I'm not even being funny when I say that. Chrisean, go on YouTube and YouTube, how to be a mother. What's the best approach to be a mom? Like, you have to do some of this on your own. You have to take accountability because you now are responsible for someone else's life. So it's just really, really disheartening to see. And she's young. I don't even know if Chrisean's 25. I'm going to say she's between maybe 24 and 27. She's young, but I'm just saying, like, at 25, I knew that you had to hold a baby's head up. Come on, Chrisean. Damn. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what are we doing? So we have that. Then we have, so the baby has a hernia, which is actually common with babies. You know, that may or may, that's probably not Chrisean's fault. What is probably her fault is she has not taken action to make sure that she takes the baby to the hospital. So you got Blueface, he taking pictures of the baby's genitals, posting it online. Like, I'm just saying, like, when is somebody gonna step in? Like, I don't even want to say this out loud, but I have to say it's like almost something bad has to happen to this baby before, like, somebody steps in. Then you got him online. So he did that yesterday. Then he on now today, this morning, maybe an hour ago, he talking about he got hacked. Goodbye. I can't take it. I cannot take it. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know, because I do commentary. I'm doing commentary on celebrity news and, hip hop and all of these different things. There's certain reality shows I like to cover. So it's like, I really wish there was a way that I could filter out Blueface and Chrisean, because it's really, like, sad. I'm not even laughing. It's not even funny at this point. It's really, really sad. And I want better for both of them, specifically Chrisean. A lot of people, when she had this baby, were like, oh, she's going to change and she's going to do better. And I was like, not so fast. I wasn't convinced. Like, I just was like, I need to see it. And I'm not saying, of course, we want her to do better, but I just wasn't convinced. I'm like, I need to see this because I don't believe it. Because she has just been so disturbing with her behavior and fighting. And it's like, it's just not cute. And then anybody that walks around with a tooth missing, I'm sorry. Because if my tooth fell out right now while I'm doing this video, I'm closing it. Y'all would never see this video, child, because I'm calling a dentist. No one's going to see me until I get my tooth fixed. It's not cute. So the fact that that tells me the type of person that she is, that she will walk around without her tooth. So again, I'm asking, when is enough enough? Who is going to get involved? If I'm not mistaken, I think about 3-4 weeks ago, wasn't CPS called to Blueface and Jaden's home about the other children because of, like, him having the kid around strippers? It's just, they need to be on the sick and shut-in list with Tyrese and them. I don't even have anything else for them other than, like, Lord, please watch over that baby, because I don't know. I'm not going to go as far as to say that Blueface and Chrisean are so far gone that they just can't be saved. But I do pray for that young baby. And it's sad. And you know what's crazy? Like, this is not the first time that we've seen child neglect, and we've seen, different things happen with children that are not conducive to them growing into being fruitful adults. Like, it happens all the time. But the reason why it's so traumatic is because it's in our face. You know what I'm saying? Like, every week it's something. And that is what makes it heartbreaking and really sad, is that it's thrown and thrust in our face, and we can't, it's like the crash that we can't turn away from. And trust me, I would like to turn away. I don't even want to know, because I just don't see anything good coming from this. So I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Drop down in my comments, like, subscribe, share. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys as disturbed as me? Like, when is the law going to get involved? And I don't even be liking to get the courts and the law involved. Like, trust me, I've had my fair share of things with the courts. We'll leave it at that. And it's not great. Okay. So I just want to know, when will enough be enough? That's just it. So again, you guys, comment, let me know what you guys think. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think that I'm off? Do you agree with me? And I just pray for Chrisean, and then again, I don't personally have anything against Blueface, but she is the one mothering the child. She's the one there full time, because clearly Blueface is back and forth between his two families that he created. So I hope something will click with her soon, and she'll make the changes she needs to make. So thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.